What's up, guys? Matco Michael just pulled up, so let's go take a look and see what Michael's got on the truck today. You guys, come on.
He broke it.
Yeah.
Some of the wheelies just a little too hard.
Yeah, they don't happen very often.
That one took a leak, didn't it?
Yeah.
Is that classified under abuse?
No.
I don't see how you could. I mean, it's a hammer. How do you abuse a hammer?
You shouldn't be able to.
I mean, I'm sure that somebody's going to tell me how you do it, but
It's kind of the point, right?
it's kind of like an anvil. I mean, I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah, but you don't take a blowtorch to an anvil, though.
Well, yeah, but you don't take a blowtorch to the hammer either. That's just common sense.
Yeah, but
What are you fussing about, Wally?
look down there, Bill.
Somebody broke a hammer.
It came off that son of a gun.
They broke that something like Wally would.
Ain't that bad.
I'm going to say that it was probably cracked or something and it kept getting used, but I mean, if they're good with doing that, I'm good with warranty. Yeah, it don't matter to me.
Somebody trying to steal your trophy, Wally.
Yep. Somebody tears up shit worse than you do.
You can have it.
Yep. Man, you got the plier sets again.
Yeah, I got the plier sets in.
Those are good deals on those. Good deals. Impact sockets for days. Look at that deal.
Yeah, we got a deal going on. I got a deal going on. I mean, other people took advantage of it, but 3/8, half inch, and then the swivel sets or the extension sets all come in a bundle. So
I know somebody that needs a set of extensions like there ain't no tomorrow. Who's that, Bill? Bill can pick his stuff up and his sockets fall off the extensions. You don't even have to pull them off; they just fall off.
As long as they hit the floor, don't end up inside a car somewhere.
do you have the ring style, or do you have just the
Old style with a little button on it.
little button on them? They wear out eventually, right?
Yep, his has definitely seen their better days.
Most of mine are Craftsman, and their warranty has gone to crap when they when Sears went out.
It's the name Craftsman.
Yeah. Who? It was Stanley that bought in with them, ain't it?
Yeah, Black & Decker.
And you can find all kind of people selling Craftsman stuff now,
Yeah.
but they don't honor the warranty on it.
Well, that's about like Stanley. I mean, you can buy Stanley at Walmart.
Yeah.
Try taking a socket back to Walmart.
Mhm.
It's just they don't sell individuals. Now,
Probably
I
have to
know-
swap the whole set, I guess.
Yep.
Well, I've never heard of anybody ever doing that. I've always having to try to send it in.
I've had to on some Torx bits. What I've done is I've gone into Walmart, I've bought a new set, and then took what was broke and put it back in the pack and took it back.
So speaking of Walmart and warranty, we did the drawing for the TV last week.
Yeah.
Well, I dropped it off, and Friday night I got a text message that it was cracked. The screen was cracked. I mean, how much worse can a giveaway go, right? So I went and picked it back up, and they did not want to warranty the TV. Like, I finally got it warranted, but they wanted to be buttholes about it.
Wow.
That's okay. He got him a new TV, upgraded to a better TV. So
How many times did it fall over when it was in
it
the
didn't fall over. Remember, I had it zip tied.
Bungee cord, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I took it off the truck for a while, and it stayed in my house. So I don't know. I worried about that when I first bought it because they don't put TVs out front anymore in Walmart, not unless they're on sale.
Yeah.
The rest of them's in back. Well, who knows how they're treated in the back of Walmart?
That's true.
I mean, I worked in a grocery store, and I know how stuff got treated there.
Or on the delivery truck.
On the way there.
And unloaded off the
That's
truck.
right.
Yeah,
Stuff like that.
Yep.
I mean,
I unloaded trailers for UPS in Nashville when I was going to college.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've
Me
seen plenty
too.
of boxes get thrown.
well, most of my fragile boxes come in. It looks like somebody tried to play the accordion with them. So
Yeah.
It looks like
That's
they
the one.
jump up and down on them in the back of the truck.
That's
Yeah.
so fragile. They aim to break it.
Yeah.
I've never, besides that TV, I haven't really had a problem with anything getting broke that I can remember. I might have, I can't remember. But I've had more problem with stuff just not showing up. It says it was at my front door, but I've never seen it.
May have some package thieves.
Well, I don't know. UPS has always took care of it, so I'm not going to complain too much. I have a pretty good UPS driver.
Yeah, we got a good one here too.
He got a Christmas present this year. After delivering all year, all the stuff I order, yeah, he deserves something. I mean, he's the type that if it's raining, he finds something to sit it up on top of so it don't get wet. And
yeah, he's a good guy there. You better take care of him.
if it's too valuable, he hides it. So it's you know.
That's good.
You definitely don't want to piss your wife or your UPS driver off. That's not what's
That's true. Or the mailman.
right. Right.
The mailman. Well, what new you got this week?
So I got some pliers that's new. I found these kind of interesting because you know the fuel clamps, the push button style.
Mm-hmm.
Well, these are for those. So it's the same as the hose clamp pliers, but these are for the push button connectors. So it actually goes in there and pushes it, so you don't have to use those. I always use the needle nose that look like hog ring kind of style. So it squeezes in and pushes the, like the little green clips and stuff on.
Right. We needed that about 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Sure enough.
But I found that kind of interesting because they're doing it on more and more evap stuff. Back of intakes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the worst spot that you can't usually get the needle nose.
Depth lines are like that too.
Yeah.
In fact, I did some surgery on some channel locks that I had to get some of those depth lines loose.
Yeah. Well, Toyota was bad about putting them on top of the fuel tank. And you can only drop the fuel tank like that freaking much. So you were trying to reach up in there and get those off and freaking
Probably some deja vu now, ain't it?
yeah.
That sounds like you're looking at that Buick we got in there.
Yeah, I mean, and then you had the little push style clips that actually held the line into the fuel pump. There's little clips, and you had to reach in there and push them in and pull. Yeah, these wouldn't have helped with that one, but it would have helped with the push style on top of the tank.
Yeah.
But engineers don't think about that when they make
Oh
it.
no, they don't care. I ain't working on it.
They definitely do not.
They
care.
build them to last.
Yeah.
That's right. Nothing needs work anymore, does it?
Nothing.
Not till the warranty runs out.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you've ever worked at a dealership, I mean, I'm sure Wally working at, didn't you work at Freightliner or something?
MQC.
Kenworth. Anytime you've had to call in and talk to one of their engineers, I actually called in discussing a problem, and the engineer said, "Well, yeah, it's broke."
Say, well, no shit, Hoss. That's why it's in here.
Yeah.
The support link was a joke.
Yeah. I've only had to work beside a couple. We had some dash issues, and we sent some down. And man, the way they wanted to take it out like it went in on the assembly line. You can take a radio out of a Corolla with 4 bolts. You can pop a couple clips out, and then there's 4 bolts to hold the radio in. They wanted to pull the whole dash. So they said it was quicker.
But you come through the phone and do it yourself.
No, they were there. They were in
They were?
person. Yeah, you'd start
Lord.
taking stuff off. No. Yes, I'm not. Take here. No, I'm not going over there. I'm right here. But that is what it is. But they do it every day the same way, putting it in. But we all know that it doesn't quite work that way.
You are right.
Especially some of the sensors and stuff on the back of the motor. I'm not pulling the motor to put a sensor in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which they say warranty times are all done with hand tools, and I've found that warranty times have started sucking as well. I don't know if they've changed the way they calculate them or what, but hearing some of my buddies is still doing the Toyota stuff, and they're cutting the time, and that's just...
Yeah, some of the gold times are ridiculous though. Stuff that you can do in 30 minutes has got like a 4-hour gold time, and stuff that, vice versa, basically.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I've seen it both. I've seen some that you were going to lose your ass on, and then some you were trying to figure out what you did wrong because you figured it out in 5 minutes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, wait a minute.
True.
And we had to sign a waiver right before I left, basically stating if we did any type of recall and anything went wrong and they come and inspected it, and you did something different than their instructions, that you were liable for any damage, death, or anything like that. Can you imagine having to follow some of those recalls to the exact T? Like, some of their steps just did not make sense. But we did them to exactly the way they said, because we didn't want to be that person that caused an accident. But
Yeah.
some of their stuff just, I don't know.
Well, as long as you get paid for it.
Yeah, but on some of the ones that you're losing your butt on, like we had a seat track recall, and it tell you to tighten the seat down and then loosen it back up all the way, and then tighten it back down. And it's like, oh, okay, I'll do that, but nobody ever explained it. They first told me it was for the settle. Well, that's great, but when I take it back loose, it's going to unsettle, right? It's going to go right back to where it was before. I didn't get that, but I did it anyway.
It happens.
And then we had spiders getting into the AC box, creating webs. Y'all remember that debacle where the floorboards and airbag modules were getting soaked? Yeah, well, we had to basically they're fixed. Instead of putting a screen on the drain line to keep spiders and stuff from going in it, we just cleaned the hose out and put a tray on the bottom of the AC box. That way when it leaked, it would run down into the floorboard instead of running onto the module. Well, one of their steps was, once you did that, to put a piece of duct tape on the bottom of it, just in case the screw fails. Well, what the hell is duct tape gonna do once it gets wet?
Yep, that's
So,
true.
I didn't get that either, but
Maybe they got some better duct tape in Japan than we have here.
I'm sure they had a reason. I'm sure there was a good logic behind it. I just didn't understand it.
Well, I don't know. I'm selling a bunch of them toolbox organizer kits.
I try to sell one just about every time I sell a toolbox. Try to show them that display, and the ones that bite on it, they really love it.
Because they look good.
I'm hearing through the grapevine that they're possibly fixing to change that design up a little bit.
Yeah.
So I don't want to sell a whole lot right now, being that they'll probably come out at Expo and then somebody's going to be mad at me that they got that style and not the newest style.
The new one. Right.
For the couple of toolboxes and carts I sold this week, I didn't
push it.
I don't want to be that guy that in 3 weeks there's a new design out. So
Yeah.
sometimes they sneak it up on us, but I've been hearing that they were changing for a little while. So
There you go.
wait and see.
Well, I don't know anything I've got to have this week.
I don't think you have to ask that man there.
Thankfully.
Hey, prices for it.
No, I didn't.
It usually runs around 60, 62 bucks.
So what's today's price?
$84.
Yeah.
They
84.
throw those in the sales flyer a lot, so honestly, usually
Since you asked,
they'll
we're
throw
gonna
those.
double it.
I sure like it set right there.
I've had a lot of people tell me how handy it was, but they're so used to getting it off the way they've been doing it, they just hadn't bid on it yet.
Using ratchet wrenches instead, huh?
Now, some of the body guys, I haven't really pushed them to them, but I think I'm gonna take them into some of them, because some of those spots is hard to get a ratchet wrench in,
Yeah.
especially tail lights and stuff like that.
Bumper
That-
covers.
That have that long stud, but somebody needed them. That's why they come out with them, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. I guess we're gonna get off here. We got a shop full of junk to fix in there. A lot of junk to get done today. Check the links down in the description for code tools, discount codes, all that good stuff. If you like the video, be sure to hit the thumbs up and click that subscribe button right down there. Totally free. No cost you a dime. You guys have a great one. Catch you next time.